My name is Dr. Brian Stress. I'm a licensed psychologist. I've been working with children and families for roughly 27 years in some capacity to this point in my life. First and foremost, I'd like to indicate that based on the research that I read, roughly 50% of all marriages end in divorce. Thus, there's many people who are in the same boat as you. They're thinking about divorce, going through divorce, or they've gone through a divorce period. Divorce has affected all of our lives, so there is hope. The majority of people hopefully make good decisions during and after a divorce, and they end up in positive relationships that are healthy and fulfilling. So today's question is, I did not see the divorce coming. How do I deal with the shock, sadness, pain of this betrayal? That's a wonderful question. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon for people not to see the divorce coming. But remember, a relationship is always two parties. So if somebody says they want to divorce you, I would probably take them seriously. Of course, you're going to have emotions related to that divorce. You've put into the relationship finances, emotional, spiritual, and physical resources. The person is saying they no longer want to be in that relationship with you. You have to respect that. One person cannot dictate another person's relationships and/or what they're willing to contribute to a relationship. As I've indicated in previous videos, a relationship is like a savings account. You contribute your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, physical, sexual resources to the relationship. The other person does the same, and both of you end up with more resources and or positive emotions than you put into the relationship. So it's like a savings account where you get back what you put in plus interest. Of course, relationships wax and wane as to sometimes one person puts in more than the other briefly, but hopefully that is reciprocated at other times when needed. So the fact that somebody wants to divorce you, it's not uncommon. It may have absolutely nothing to do with you, quite frankly. That person has to be comfortable with themselves. If they're not comfortable with themselves, the chances of them being in a healthy relationship are not very good. So if somebody doesn't respect you, doesn't want to put in the emotions and resources needed to continue a healthy relationship, it's probably in your best interest not to pursue a poor relationship where you're never going to get a return on your investment. If the response to being divorced is interfering with your day-to-day functioning, it might be a good idea to see a counselor or psychologist to develop some skills to deal with your emotions, to understand that the divorce may or may not have actually anything to do with you. And then hopefully you can pursue an appropriate relationship in the future. We all make mistakes. We're all human. I don't know anybody who hasn't made a mistake. So life hopefully can move forward and you can be involved in a healthy relationship. A divorce can be an opportunity for growth. If you'd like to know more about my colleagues or me, please select the Meet the Staff tab on our homepage. Thank you for listening to today's question. We look forward to answering more of your specific questions. Please submit your questions in the Add Comment section at the end of each article on Facebook or in response to our newsletter. Thank you.
The materials provided in this article are for informational purposes only. Use of and access to this article or any of the links contained within the article or website do not create a relationship between the author and the user or browser. We are professionals that have been trained and have experience in assisting individuals going through a divorce. Please click on divorceinTexas.org for information about this service as well as privacy policy and terms of use. We are not lawyers and do not provide legal advice.